All right, here with head coach Bill McDonald, South Carolina men's golf, getting ready to open up the postseason next week at Sea Island, SEC Championship. Coach, just your thoughts heading into this year's conference tournament.
Well, it's kind of unique in the fact that we've played mostly SEC competition the entire year. So that trickled with a couple other events sprinkled into it. It's not normally when we go into this event, it's some of the first times we've seen some teams all year, but that's not the case this year. Obviously, Sea Island, the Seaside Golf Course, always a great venue for this event, and our guys are stinging a little bit from not playing too well at the Hootie in Augusta after having some good tournaments there at LSU and Auburn. So I've been working hard trying to get them, get them rested up, caught up with school, and then try to make some adjustments and get ready to go down there and compete.
For the people back at home that have never been to Sea Island, Seaside Course, RSM Classic is there on the PGA Tour every fall. Just talk a little bit about the course and what y'all need to do there to play well and shoot a good score.
Seaside's usually dictate. It's very open, link style in a lot of ways. Very much a golf course that the firmness of the greens and the wind really dictates how it plays. We've had some years down there where par was a really good score if the wind blew and the greens are firm, and then we've had some other years where if we got warm weather and it was soft, it was a little bit of a birdie fest. But we've been playing down there for, I believe, over 20 years now. I know all 15 years that I've been coaching here with this, where we've had our SEC championship, and it's one of the best golf courses in the country, and it should be. I mean, it's showcasing what I think is the best conference in golf and college golf, and it's a great place to have our season-ending championship.
It's the first time we talked to you since Ryan Hall won the Augusta Haskins Award Invitational last spring event of the regular season a couple weeks ago down in Augusta, right before the Masters started. Shot a final round 64, 8 under with 2 eagles, chipped in to force a playoff, and then birdied both playoff holes to win it. Earned a PGA Tour exemption into the 3M Open. Just talk about Ryan's play overall this year. He's been super consistent, finishing the top 20 every tournament, and he finally was able to break through there and get the win he very much deserved.
Well, he played his ever-living butt off the final round. He shot 64 with 2 eagles. I walked with him most of the round, and it was so much fun to watch. With 3 holes to go, he asked me how he stood, and I told him he needed to make a couple of birdies, and he almost birdied 7 and 8, and then he pretty much had to eagle the last hole, number 9, this is our finishing hole, because we felt like the Pepperdine kid would probably birdie 1 or 2 holes coming in, and he chips in, almost an impossible shot, and then he birdies the 2 holes in the playoff. I'm really happy for him for a lot of reasons. One is he's worked his tail off, worked as hard as anybody I've ever had in my program. I think he was getting a little impatient about hadn't won yet this year, but had played some great golf, and just to see that hard work pay off and for him to experience victory was great. Bittersweet for us because the rest of the team didn't play that well, and when a kid shoots 14 under, you hate to finish like we did as a team. So hopefully it motivated the other 4 guys in the lineup to try to bring it up to Ryan's standard. I think if we can do that, we'll be a pretty good team.
Team-wise, wasn't the finish you guys wanted to the regular season here. Obviously, Ryan, some great individual play. But you guys got a chance to kind of reset here before next week with a couple weeks off. Just where are you guys at, and what do you need to do to get into match play next week and have a chance to win an SEC championship?
Well, we have a talented team, and I've tried a bunch of different lineups. I think the one thing I've been frustrated with as a coach is I think sometimes we play a little too aggressively, and we sort of live on that fine edge of, if that works out for you, then life's good. If not, you're going to be putting yourself in some tough spots. We make a lot of, to me, uncharacteristically, just not very bright decisions about some things, and that kind of decision making is inherent to 18 to 22-year-old males. It's testosterone meets decision making is what I call it, and sometimes when you do that in golf and you're playing some tough golf courses and tough conditions, that's going to kick your butt. So we've had that happen to us a little bit this spring, and hopefully we've learned from it and we make those adjustments. And for us to compete well at SECs, we're going to have to make better decisions and be more patient.